After wrapping up this 150 plus day project last episode, one thing became very evident. These big projects take big amounts of resources. However, for almost 700 days in this hardcore Minecraft world, we have been living out of the starter base storage room. And my friends, I am quickly growing out of this. We have had to make an entire storage room in the attic, and we've also had to utilize this house right here in our mining village to hold all of these stones that we are overflowing with. So in today's episode, we are going to build up a massive storage room that not only solves all of our storage needs, but also give us the absolutely perfect place to put our episode 10 map marking all of the progress that we made in these 750 days. If you guys do enjoy, please make sure to like and subscribe, as I am trying to hit 50,000 subscribers by the end of the year. But without any further ado, my friends, enough yapping, let's get straight into the video. What's going on, everybody? It's Eagle here, and welcome back to episode 10 of the Hardcore Minecraft series. Last episode, we spent over a month transforming this entire area, and you can see we built some pretty cool stuff. Starting right here, we have this little house, and right next to that we have a horse stables building, which you don't have any actual horses, but it's okay, I guess. Then we have another building and even a windmill. We also made a huge custom forest behind all of this stuff, and I think it looks so freaking cool. Also, we have a couple of fields, which I'll talk about these soon. In today's video, I want to solve the issue that we've had for the past 10 episodes of the series. I want to build a huge underground storage room, and these barrels are going to be the walkway down into it. But before we get into that project, I actually want to solve an issue that we had from last episode. I don't know why I walked away, because it actually has to do with the horses not being in the stables. If I fly over the base, you can see that there's a horse right there, there's a donkey somewhere up here, yeah, right there. And then there is another horse right here. And I want to get all of those kind fellas, whether they're good or not, and put them into the stables. Don't ask me why, it's not like it's important or anything, but I just want to do it because I feel like I still didn't really complete the base if there's no horses. And I actually have a pretty funny idea on how we're gonna get them. Inside of our starter base, we should be able to find a bunch of string, and it should be right here, yup. I mean, this even proves how our storage situation sucks. But recently, Minecraft changed the crafting recipe of leads, and all you need is some string. So I can craft up a couple of leads right here. And now I can come up to this horse right here, and I actually should be able to lead him. Yeah, there we go. Now I just have to drag him behind me all the way over to the horse stables. This guy's fast, he knows what he's doing. And yeah, he should be able to come in here right now. And yeah, get in here, buddy. There we go. Now you're in your stall. So this is one of the horses down. Horses? Geese? Is it geese? I don't know. Oop, that's horse butt. But I still do need to get a saddle on this guy. But I guess we'll just wait until we get the other ones. Now it's time to head over to this donkey right here and get him. And hey, I might as well get this donkey too. You fellas come over here towards me. I want to do something really cool. I want to see if I can glide across this. So I guess we'll just see. Come on, guys. Oh, are they okay? Oh man, they made it. Let's go. And I was thinking we should try to breed one of the horses with one of the donkeys and try to get a mule. I believe they take golden carrots, so take that and take that. You guys get freaky. Get freaky. Never mind, they're not getting freaky. It might actually be hay bales, so hold on. Let me just attach you guys to like a fence or something right there, and I'll be right back. Let's craft ourselves up some hay bales and fly all the way back over. And now I'm going to take them off of here, which, how do you do it? Are they off? Yeah, they're off. Now I'm going to give you this, and I'm going to give you, oh, sorry, I'm going to give you, no, wait, no, it's not working. It's not working. Hold on, I'm gonna do a little bit of research on how you breed up these. Okay, I think I found it out. I actually need a golden apple for the donkey. Maybe it might be for the horse too, I don't know. So I'm going to head into our food chest, and we only have one golden apple. So let's make like 3 more, shall we? 2, 3, and there. Then you come over here, my friend. Gonna pull out some golden apples, and there you go, there you go. Did that work? Oh man, I don't know what to do. Okay, looks like I'm just going to give up, so let's put these guys back inside of their stables. Mr. Horseman, come in here. Follow me. Follow the golden apple. What are you doing, bro? Sir, get off of there. Come here. There you go. Now he's inside of his stables. Now it's your turn, Mr. Sir. Come over here, donkey. All right, this donkey needs to come into this stall right here. Come on, man. No, get off of the stairs. Get off of the stairs. No. Come on. There we go. All right, cool. We're gonna close the gate on him, and wait, how did you you. You know what? Not gonna ask any questions. I just guess these fences don't really do anything. So I guess I'll just leave you all in here to, I guess, live together. Third donkey, come here, sir. Come in. Come on, you're right here. There we go. All right, he's in. Now I need to head over and craft up some saddles. Or actually, we have 3 right here. So let's just take these. And then let's fly on over. Okay, I just downloaded a mod where it's called Subtle Flex, and it lets you hear villagers sleeping, and this is so funny. Just hold on, just listen. Bro, I came over here, I was like, what? Is there like a drowned somewhere or something? That's actually so funny. But come here, sir, let me tame you. Just love me already. All right, here we go. He loves me now. What's up with his character? Bro, what is this? What is this? And let's see how fast you are, sir. Gosh, you're slow. It's okay though, it's okay though, because we might need him at some point, so let's speak life, you know? Oh, this guy loved me right away. And he seems to be a little bit faster. I think he's faster. No, I guess they're like the same speed. Oh, this guy loved me right away too. This is actually kind of funny. Let's put the saddle on him. We don't have any armor yet. I need to go and grab some. But hey, he's decently fast, so we might as well ride him over to the starter base. And now that we are in our attic, let's see if we can find some horse armor. I believe it's somewhere in here. Yes, here we go. Diamond horse armor. And oh my gosh, I didn't know I had this many saddles. Sir, where did you go? Horse? Mr. What are you doing over here? You just trampled my farmland, brother. Gosh, that's annoying. But here's some armor. But wait, hold on. I need to grab up some stairs. And also, I guess we should craft up some trapdoors. Also, I can't forget the water buckets. And this is because I want to give the horses and donkeys a little bit of a water trough. So I'm going to leave you right there, Mr. Horse. First, I'm going to put a trapdoor right here, trapdoor right here, then another one right there. Then we'll put a stair right here and a stair right there. And then we'll go water and then water. Now they have a nice little water source. But my horse keeps venturing off, bro. Where did he go? You'd think the shiny bright armor would make him a little bit easier to see. Oh, here we go. Why are you on my patio? You're on my patio, brother. Get in here with your brothers. If you guys have any name suggestions for what I should name these donkeys and this horse, let me know. I asked people to name the happy guys last episode, and I didn't really get any actual like name suggestions, so I'm all ears right now. But now that we have our horses and our donkeys inside of their stables, which I feel like I've said the word horse, donkey, and stables like 1,000 times, we can finally get on to the actual meat and potatoes of this video, which I'm thinking we should remove these barrels right here and then remove all of this stuff right here. And pretty much we need to grab a bunch of spruce slabs and spruce stairs. We also need to grab a bunch of oak and some oak planks. But first, let me strip a bunch of this oak. But now we need to take these spruce stairs and put them right there. And now we put some slabs there and there. And then pretty much we're just going to dig the staircase down a bunch. Actually, here's how it goes. That's how it goes. And now we got to dig out all of the stone right here. Then we have to put stone right here, and then we have to put some slabs. Eventually, I'll fix the walls down here, but for right now, it's just gonna stay like this. And actually, I'm going to pull up the Lightmatica file for this, but for this, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to use these barrels, and I'm going to put them upside down, which it's really hard to do in survival. And I'm actually missing one barrel, which that sucks. And bada bing, bada boom. Oops, upside down. Hold on, let me break this, and boom. But yeah, I'm also going to have to fill in this little area up here. So I'm gonna put like a little spruce right there. Then I'm going to finish these slabs going all the way like this. Then I'm just gonna put like 2 oak and then an oak regular plank block. Then now it's time that we grab our lantern and hang it up right there. So now just like that, we have a brand new entrance into where the storage room is eventually gonna be. And let me dig down these pillars because eventually these are going to be water elevators. Let me grab all this gold too. It's kind of useful. And now you can see it's a little bit dark down here, so I'm going to turn on full bright. But now I kind of have to find a way to get back up there. It's okay. I'm going to worry about that in a second because right now all I want to do is just dig up this part right here. But hold on, let me fly up here really quickly and oh my gosh, I did that. It's so cool. Hold on, we have to put a spruce log right here as well. Hold on, wait, do I even have any? Oh my gosh. Let me do that because I'm lazy, and then boop, missed it. There you go. Now we got to dig this part down as well. Just as every other episode, guys, I do plan out the entire building creative first, just so that the videos structure is really good, and I try to still show my creative process, so that's what I'm kind of doing right now. But digging is getting pretty difficult right now, so I'm going to put on my elytra, fly up here, and do that or whatever that is. I don't know what that's called. Then I'm going to head where our beacon is right now, and actually I need to go around this way because it's a little bit hard to get there going that way. And I want to break this bad boy down. So let's get started on that right now. I wish mining these things didn't take so darn long, but hey, people in hell want water. And I should be able to rebuild this on the surface, as the underground base isn't that far underground. You have to be within 50 blocks of it. So let's just start building it right here. I am building this one block above the grass as well because I do not want to mess up all of like the ferns and the grass that I have. So if you're wondering, that is why I'm building the floating beacon. But let's put this on there, and then let's take our iron and pop in haste 2, and there's the iron. Boom, there we go. And now we got a nice little floating beacon, y'all. Well, I guess the one stone block makes it a little bit more grounded. You can just say it's balancing. It's just balancing. And speaking of balancing, we should actually balance out down here. So let's dig out all the dirt right here. And then the stone. Then we can put another pillar right here, put like mainly spruce, and then come in at the end, switch our axe, put like some oak right here. Then we got to take our oak and try to place it up here, and wait, hold on, right there and right there. Nice. Now we got to do the oak going all the way up as well. Now time for this wall. Now the area looks like this, and we pretty much just need to replace this wall. And I forgot I had full bright on, so this is what it actually looks like. This lantern is enough to illuminate this entire place down here, or I meant to say illuminate. But yeah, now it looks super nice. And I would replace these walls right here, these stone that are going down to the water chutes. But I think it's best to have the water elevators be last after we finish the storage room. So for right now, what I think I'm going to do is collect up a bunch of chests, probably 8, come down here and turn back on Fulbright. Then we can get to digging out just a tiny bit bigger of a room. Now I can put all of our chests right here. And yeah, my friends, I think it's time to dig out this entire storage room. It's gonna take a long time, but definitely not as long as that big hill that we moved last episode. And this one I actually have a really good plan. I'm just gonna dig out the shape, and then eventually we'll get around to decorating it. But yeah, my friends, let's turn on a cozy little time lapse and get started. And okay, so this is the finished digging out the entire storage room. The excavation, rather. I did fill in the extra couple of blocks so I could fill in the walls on these sides. Just 1, 2, 3, and 4. But as you can see, we did dig out a bunch of stone, so I think it's time that we should take it upstairs and sort it out. And okay, all of the chests are now cleaned out. And I was thinking of removing them, but hey, we might as well just keep them there. The next plan I want to set forth in action is actually getting started on these 4 different sort of corner things. We're using a brown concrete powder trim with a bunch of different types of mud blocks, rooted dirt, and some mushroom blocks. Ooh, man, I can't believe I listed all those off. That's a lot. But yeah, those are going to be in the 4 corners. They're also going to be the backdrops back here, but that will be towards the end of the episode where I do those walls. But my friends, just like usual, we need a whole lot of spruce wood. Something we should take some bones just to replant the saplings. And actually, first before we go over there, I actually want to fly over to the stronghold, as I need to go and repair my tools in the end. Let's see if we can nail this. This is always a game I like playing. See when we can take off our chest plate in 3, 2, 1. Oh man, I always miss it. But now that we are here, we just head over this way towards our XP farm. Then we can put this bad baby in our offhand. And now we should be able to just swing away. There we go. We can't have our tools all broken up. And okay, all of our tools are healed up. Mr. Sir, what are you doing right there? So let's get on out of here. See if we can time up this part though. There's like 2 little mini games I play for myself. 3, 2, 1, and oh, we did it. I guess the hole is a little bit bigger though. One thing I wanted to show everybody really quickly is, do you guys remember the massive cave system that I found? I think it was actually right here. Oh baby. Look at this. This is so cool. This is so freaking cool. I could have an even better cave civilization down here, fellas. But we must stay focused, my friends. We must stay focused. And I don't know why I came back home, because if we check our map, we actually need to go over this way, as this, my friends, is where the mega taiga is. And I started thinking about it. Instead of growing trees over here, I think I'm just going to keep this as my oak farm. And whenever I have to chop down some spruce wood, I'm just going to come over towards the mega taiga. And I guess we can just replant all the trees. Okay, why the heck is it so foggy when it's raining, dude? What the heck? I guess this is just one of my mods, but geez Louise, this is... you can't see anything. And man, I don't even know what mod it is that's making it look like this. So I'm just gonna go to sleep because gosh, I can't see anything. But my friends, enough yapping. Let's get started on the deforestation, which I guess it's not really deforestation if I'm replanting the trees, but I guess we're getting rid of and realiving an ecosystem. So enough yapping. Let's go. And alright, we have mined up a whole lot of the forest. Now I don't know if you guys saw in the time lapse, but I was also planting a bunch of different saplings, just like this. And I was actually bone mealing them to see if I could get them to grow, just because the process was going so slow. But nonetheless, it took about 30 minutes, but we have a full shulker box full of both strip logs and regular logs. So I'd say that's a victory. Now it's time to head home. And because we need a bunch of brown concrete powder, I was thinking we should come in here and harvest up all of the cocoa beans I planted last episode. This is definitely a lot. Now we have plenty of cocoa beans to spend all on brown dye, which if there is such thing as a cocoa bean farm, I need to get that pronto because this is really important. And also, since I am running out of mud, this is pretty much all that we have. Packed mud, that's what I'm trying to say. We do need to grab our Fortune 3 pickaxe and go and harvest up one of the wheat fields. Or actually, what's wrong with doing them all? I might get too lazy, but I don't know. Let's try it out. This is gonna give me so much seeds, holy. And well, my friends, just as I thought, we were able to get a whole lot of wheat, and we need to craft up a bunch of packed mud. So let's take a bunch of it, and then we can go back into our mud chest, grab a bunch of this, and craft up a bunch of packed mud, as much as we can make. I think that is 8 total stacks of packed mud, and we do also need a decent amount of mud bricks as well, so let's craft up a bunch of this. And we still do have a decent amount of wheat left over, so this is nice. But we are also going to need a bunch of brown mushroom blocks, and also a bunch of rooted dirt. And finally, let me take a bunch of gravel and sand, and then let's grab our handy dandy cocoa beans, turn this all into brown dye. Then we can come over here and craft up a whole lot of concrete powder. Brown concrete powder to be exact. And this is pretty much everything that we need for the walls of the inner circle, so let's head downstairs into our storage room. Wait, hold on, I actually need some spruce and oak logs. No worries, we have them right here. So let's come downstairs and get started on the walls of the inner circle right now. And okay, my friends, dropping down into here, you can see we made a whole lot of changes. You can see that all of the walls are made of all the materials I talked about earlier, and we also have nice arches with lanterns going into each different section of the storage room. These are going to be the area where all of the barrels are, which I don't know if I talked about it yet, but I'm going to be using barrels instead of chests in the storage room. That is because chests make your game lag a whole lot, and barrels do not, as they're an actual block. And also, barrels just kind of look better, so that's why I'm using them. But speaking of barrels, we actually have to get the barrels into the storage room. But I forgot to do that. We need to push these walls back another 2 blocks, so let's do that right now. And okay, so all of the little corridors have been expanded. And if you take a look inside of our materials list, you can still see that we need to do a lot more. This is a whole lot of barrels, I mean dang. So let's fire up a little bit of a material gathering montage and get all of these barrels and miscellaneous materials gathered. And okay everybody, I have all of the materials gathered up for all of the little details I want to add inside of the storage room. Without any further ado, my friends, make sure to like and subscribe and comment down below if you want to see me do anything in the future. But with that being said, enjoy the time lapse of me detailing out the storage room. And just like that, my friends, we have the entirety of all of the barrels inside of our storage room. You can see I really went for a sort of curved and arched shape down the hallways, even including some dark oak on the roof and some lanterns to light everything up. This hallway is the same over here and over here, so this does give us a lot of space to have a lot of storage. But we are not done, not even close. We still have to detail this area back here, and also there's going to be a second tier of the storage room, and it is going to be in the center. We're also going to have a world map, probably it's like going to be like 3x3 world map in the center of it all. But the main issue I am going to have when it comes to material gathering is the glowstone. We need so much glowstone. We need about 5.5 stacks to be exact. Let me pull up the materials list. If you guys don't know, I do use light matica and plan beforehand, so I know exactly what I need to get. And you can see I need 5 stacks plus 4. So why don't we go on a little adventure into the nether and get that sorted. First, we need to get some rockets out of our rockets box, so let's grab this and take a whole lot of these, put that thing back, and also put some of these dark oak signs back that I have left over. Let's fly on over to our little nether portal, which actually is inside of a villager house. Also, the door was, I guess, broken down by some sort of zombie. I don't know why, so don't ask me. So we also don't have a door, but I guess that's a problem for future me. For now though, let's head into the nether. But as you can see, all of this over here, these big chunks are all over a lava pool. So let me fly down our little corridor right here and out here, and then forward again. Hold on, I'm getting chased. I can't be getting chased. And then when we come out here, we should be able to see some exposed glowstone. And yeah, there it is right here. What the heck? What's going on here, bruh? What is this? This has to be some sort of mod I have on, cause what the heck? Oops, I'm getting attacked. Boom. Boom. Let me gather up some netherrack though, because I do need to make a little bit of a platform at the top. Oh, that is lava. We don't like lava. We don't like lava. But yeah, since we do have soak touch on our pickaxe, we should be able to just like insta mine this. Yeah. If you guys are wondering how I'm insta mining it, it's because I have a mod on that makes tools a little bit more useful, especially for those random blocks that don't make sense. Like a glass. You know how hard it is to break glass with like an efficiency 5 pickaxe? It's so slow. How do I mine stone faster than glass? So yeah, that's why I put that mod on. Actually, it's not a mod, it's a data pack, but whatever. We are pretty much like barely off of the lava pool though, so we should be able to just come up here and mine it, and none of it should be lost. So let me come down here and check. Yeah, none of it is lost. But so far, we only have 54, so this is going to be a long and tedious process. And alright, so that should be all of the glowstone that I need. We have about 5 stacks and 20, so let's head home victorious. So let's put all of this glowstone inside of the shulker box. The next thing I'd say is probably like the worst thing we need to gather up is a bunch of red carpet. But honestly, I think we might actually have all of the materials already. We're gonna start by heading up here because in one of these barrels, we should have some red, poppies. There we go. If we turn all of these into red dye, Actually, put some of that back because that's a little bit overboard. Then you grab a bunch of the wool that we have. Let's just take this white wool and then turn it all into red wool. Then we can make as many carpets as we can. But that isn't that much. Usually I'd make a carpet duper in this sense because those are super easy to make. But honestly, if we head down into our market stalls, specifically this white and light gray one, we should have a whole lot of white wool. So let's turn that into red wool and that into red wool. And then we can make a bunch more carpet, which maybe is that enough? Let me check. And no, it's not. We actually need about one more stack. So let's take one more stack of white wool, head upstairs and grab some of that dye that we crafted and make one more set of red carpet. Now that should be enough red carpet as well. But if we continue to take a look at these materials, you can see that a bunch of them are honestly really random and miscellaneous. So why don't we hit another montage of gathering up a bunch of miscellaneous resources, just like last time. And then after we do that, we can finally get started on detailing out the rest of the storage room. As I said earlier, everybody make sure to like and subscribe and enjoy the montage. And alright my friends, I hope you enjoyed that montage, but as you can see in these 3 shulker boxes right here, we have all of the materials needed. Without any further ado my friends, let's hop into a little bit of a time lapse, pretty much finishing off the storage room. Let's do it. And oh my gosh, doesn't this place look so great? There are still a couple of details that I want to add though, and that's pretty much just filling up all of these flower pots. Also, I want to put some book and quills inside of these 4 lecterns. And lastly, but pretty much most importantly, I need to replace the blocks in front of the barrels with the blocks that I want to put inside of the barrels, if that makes sense. So over here, I have the stone cutter. This is probably going to be where I hold all of my stones. So I'm probably going to put like stone right here or something, and then all of these barrels will be filled with stone. And then like andesite or cobblestone right here, all these will be filled with that, and like stone bricks or whatever, and so on. You guys get the point. So I'm going to head upstairs, which also I forgot another thing we need to do. We need to replace the stone right here with some mud brick and like the same texture right here. Then we also need to get the water elevators. One of them is probably going to be a drop onto like some sort of like slime block or something with a carpet, so you take no fall damage. Then the other one is probably going to be a water elevator. I think this will be the water elevator and this will be the slime block drop, but it doesn't really matter right now because let's go grab some flowers. Also, we could get some ferns and stuff, so I think I'm going to grab some ferns, some dark oak saplings, some jungle saplings. Then I think I'm going to get like probably some dandelions, some poppies, some cornflowers, and hey, let's throw in a couple of oxeye daisies as well. Now that we have all of the flowers in, let's remove these shelves, because I just had a pretty cool idea of what I want to have on these walls. I want to craft up some paintings and put some 3x3s in all of the ends of these hallways. So let's head back upstairs. I also don't know what the crafting recipes are for paintings, so why don't we search it up? Painting. Oh, I misspelled it. Okay, painting. You need some wool and some sticks. Dang, I didn't know they were this inexpensive, because if I did, I would have made a lot more by now. Let's craft up a bunch of them. Let's put one right here. No, that's a little bit too big. Let's make it 2x2. Yeah, okay, there we go. I like that. Oh no, I messed it up. I didn't mean to hit it. Need to do it again, I guess. Okay, there we go. I finally have one. And okay, starting right here, let's put one down. And oh, that's a 4x3. And I actually like that a lot. It looks so cool. I don't know what's going on here, but that's some pretty cool art. Let's come down here, do the same thing. That's the same painting. I don't want that. Ooh, we have another 3x4. I didn't know that these existed. Dang, these look cool. Now let's place the final one right here. And that's the same one. Let's redo it. Oh, okay, so that's a 3x4, but it's going sideways. So I don't want that. Let's do it again. No, don't want that. Nope, don't want that. Nope, don't want that either. Nope, not that. Looks like I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a border. Let's take these wool blocks and I think we're gonna put them right here. Okay, I like this 3x3. Like, look at how much that adds. Like, I really didn't know that paintings were that, like, non-expensive. I'm definitely going to be making a lot more of these. Let's put a painting right here, right here. Let's pop out our crafting table to make a couple more. Put one right there as well. Actually, instead of putting them right there, let's put them right here. Oh, that is a little bit too big. Let's do it again. That's a little bit too big again. Oh, that's big again. Let's do it right there. Nope, it's too big. Too big. Okay, I guess this is going to have to do right here, these two horizontal ones. And then let's try one right here as well. Oh, that's too big. Oh man, they keep making super big ones. Let's do one right there. Oh, it's too big again. Oh, too big again. Okay, I think I like this assortment the most. We have like these two stacked ones right here, and then we have these two right here, which is like kind of like my monitor setup. So yeah, these paintings definitely added so much life. Now it's time to take on the process that nobody wants to do when it comes to a storage room, and that is replacing the blocks in front with all of the different blocks that I'm going to use. So we might as well get rid of these, get rid of them everywhere. And now that all the extra blocks are gone, let's hit another little time lapse where I get all of the blocks into their places. Also might do a little bit of sorting, but that is a little bit too much for me right now. So I guess we'll just have to see. But without no further ado, let's do it. And alright everybody, so when we drop down into our storage room and head over into this hallway, we can see that this is the stone sort of side, hence that is why there's a stone cutter. And then on this side we have grass, moss, and dirt, with coarse dirt, rooted dirt, and mud right next to it. So this is mainly like the big pathway section. And then we have gravel, sand, and sandstone right here. Which now I think about it, I should have crafting tables in here. And I'm going to head into our chest here. Do we have any extra crafting tables? No. So we're going to take a bunch of spruce planks and craft up as many as we can, 16. Actually, let's do that again. Let's make another stack. This should be enough for the entire storage room. I was saying that we should put one in every single base right here. So we can go like that, and then we can do sign, sign, and sign. And we can do the same thing everywhere else. And yeah, that adds a lot of extra detail, and it also allows us to be able to craft stuff up with the crafting tables. That is a very much so quality of life. Then we head over here, which are actually a couple of open slots, which now I think about it, I think I'm going to head up here and grab some dark oak planks, just so that we can block up these final little spots. So I guess those will be for if we ever need any sort of extra storage for any of the items that I might have forgot. And also you can see with the item frames, it makes the items look kind of small. So I was thinking I'm going to download a mod that makes the item frame blocks a little bit bigger. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the wall and zoom all the way in and then zoom all the way out, and you can see that we have all of our large item frames. Now you can see that when I come up to an item frame, I can shift and then right click, and it actually makes them invisible. So it lets the items just sort of hang out on the ground, and it looks pretty cool in my opinion. But anyways, those are two of the sections, and the third section is over here. On this side I have bamboo, bricks, and wool. Then right here I have sort of like the 3 dimensions. This one is all netherrack, this one is all end, this one is all for the nether, this one is all for the end, and this one I guess is for any sort of thing that's like underground that I don't already have storage for. And then right here we have mangrove roots with regular types of leaves, and then on this side we have the sort of flowering types of leaves, also including any type of azalea. Then we head over here to the left, we can see that we have some mangrove wood, then pale wood, then cherry wood. Then we go acacia, jungle, and birch right here, and then finally we have oak, spruce, and dark oak right here. But before I forget, let's go around replacing all of the bases of these posts and put crafting tables under all of them. But now what I want to do is I want to find out how to craft up some books and quills. We need exactly 4 to put them on the top of all of these lecterns. So let's head upstairs and check our nearest crafting table to see exactly what the recipe is. And right here it says we need a feather, an ink sac, and a book just for 1. So let's start and see if we have any ink sacs. We don't, but we do have 4 feathers. However, I do not think that we have any types of ink sacs, so I'm going to head to bed. And now that I'm awake, I'm going to head over into this little pond, and yep, you can already see some squids. My idea is I'm pretty much just going to jump and attack them. Sorry squids, but I need your ink. There certainly are a lot of squids in this biome though, like this is crazy. And now we have 39 ink sacs to our name. Also, I picked up this nice little Nautilus shell, so let's put that in there. Then let's grab 4 books, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then craft up 4 books and quills. Now we can head downstairs and go up into each of these lecterns and put one down. So let's put one right there, and then finally right here and right here. If there's any sort of lore you guys think I should put in here, let me know. But now there are only 2 main little details missing out of our storage room. We do need to go around sorting all of the items still from upstairs. What I mean by the 2 main details is I need to get this world map in, and I also need to get these water elevators in. So I'm going to start with the water elevators. First, we actually need to go and detail the walls. So I'm going to get some mud bricks, packed mud, rooted dirt, and brown mushroom. Also, I need to put these back. Then I'm going to use this scaffolding right here. Now I'm going to replace all of the walls. Okay, so that is one side done, and now it is time for this side. And now that is the second side finished. The next step is I actually need to get the water elevator in. Like I said earlier, I'm thinking on this side, this will be where you go up, and this would be the side where you drop down. And my idea is actually, I'm thinking that we should come in with some fences, or we could just do some regular glass panes. You know what, I'm just gonna show you what I mean. So I've just gathered up all the materials needed for this. Wait, actually I forgot one. Oh man, how could I forget? I need to craft up a slime block. But okay, here we go. I'm going to take some glass panes going all the way down right here, connecting up with the ground, and you can see how this sort of blends in with the background here. It's pretty translucent. But wait, hold on, I can't get through here. Oh no, I won't be able to do that. Okay, so my idea is I'm just going to remove the glass down here, and I actually have a pretty cool idea of what I want to do. And of course, it started raining outside. I'm going to take a couple of these, and I'm going to craft up a couple of, wait, hold on, there. So it's going to be down here, and I'm going to go trapdoor. And now that those are right there, I'm going to take 2 signs, put them right here and right there. And I mean, hey, we might as well do the same thing on this side. Boom. And now we can actually come into here, which that makes a lot of sense now. So I'm going to place a water bucket up here. Now that it has fallen all the way down to the ground, I'm going to put a soul sand block right here. Then I'm going to put up a bunch of kelp all the way up to the top, as high as it can go, which I guess I have to go in here. And yeah, there we go. Now I'm going to swim down and break all of it. And now it should send me up. Yeah, just like that. And then on this side, I can break this block right here. And I can put a slime block actually with a carpet on top of it. I'm going to replace this glowstone right here. I don't like it when it's exposed. And now look at that, y'all. Honestly, I think I should carry this pattern with this glass going all the way down right here, just so it evens it out a little bit. But yeah, so I can come up here, it'll shoot me up, and then I can fall down here, and you can see I take no fall damage, but I'm bouncing. I don't think I'm supposed to be bouncing. I thought it was supposed to stop you from bouncing if you put the carpet on top of it. Oh wait, no, that's powdered snow. Okay, hold on, I guess I'm about to go take a trip out and find some powdered snow. You either win with us or watch us win. Sorry, that was corny. There is actually a mountain right behind our starter base, and there should be some powdered snow, at least somewhere over here. But I do not think that it is right here, though. I mean, I guess we can check. Yeah, no powdered snow over here. I should be able to find some over here at least, though, right? Wait, is this some? I think I saw some. Wait, is that? No. My eyes deceived me. Okay, I found some right here. There we go. Now we have a powdered snow bucket. What I was trying to show you guys earlier is that when you put the powdered snow bucket at the bottom, do a little bit of that right there. And hold on, I just realized I put my carpet upstairs. What am I doing? And grab a light blue carpet. I think this is a better vibe. Drop down and place it. Oh, you see how you fall in? Oh man, this sucks. Oh, no, I don't. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to place it down, and then we're going to put a carpet on top. And now, finally, after so much trouble, when you drop onto it, you take no fall damage. There we go. So now we have pretty much everything in the storage room done, except, well, the materials inside of here, and also the world map. Let's check out and see what the crafting recipe for a map is. I believe it's just a bunch of paper, but I guess we don't have it unlocked yet. So let's head over to our sugarcane farm, and downstairs, or I think it'll be right here. Yeah, we should have a bunch of sugarcane. So we can turn this all into paper, but the question is, where's the crafting table? Right here. So we can make about 3 stacks of paper, and I guess I won't need too many, so I think you have to go like this. And let's say make a map. No? Do you need a compass? I think you might need a compass. Compasses are pretty easy to craft though. All you need is some redstone and some iron. I can make up a bunch of these, and now we can make some empty maps. Empty map right there. And I'm not too sure exactly how we're going to do this, but let's come up to one of our cartography tables. Yeah, right here. And I think if you put one of the maps in and put like a redstone, no, you can't put redstone. Can you put another paper? No. You put glass? Dang, I really don't know what I'm doing here. I'm gonna search it up. How to make bigger maps in Minecraft. Oh snap, wait, I figured it out. What you need to do, you need to actually make the map first and take a look at it. And dang, we're really on edge here. We're gonna have to find some way to explore them. So let me fly over this way, and okay, this one is complete. Now I'm going to come over here and do this one. We'll put that in our offhand, and now I guess we just have to explore this one. Now we have to do this one right here, put it right there, and now we're on this side. Finally, we have to do right here. Now this is what this one looks like. I guess that now that we have all 4, we can drop down here and put at least a couple of them inside of the map, or inside of the cartography table rather. And this one, I believe if you add paper, you can actually make it a little bit bigger. Yeah, okay, I like that. Do the same thing for all of them. But I did forget that I do need to craft up a couple more compasses because I do want multiple maps. I only have 4 and I need 9. Let's craft up 5 more and to make 5 more empty maps. So we do have to finish exploring these ones, just finishing off their little land masses. And okay, now that I'm over here, I can create another map like this. And wait, hold on, so this is kind of confusing. I think I'm gonna have to head downstairs and see what it looks like on the map already. But to do that, we do need to craft up a couple more item frames. We only have 2 right now. So let's grab some leather and some sticks, I believe. And yeah, we need to craft up about 7 more. This is extremely confusing, but I guess I'm just going to hit a little bit of a montage of me trying to figure it out. And finally, the final piece of the map is finally put in, and look at that. So this is what we are working with so far. This is the area on episode 10. And one thing I found, and I was actually transforming everything, is look at this little strip of land right here. We could put probably like a little bit of a town with like docks on each side. I don't know. And then also over here, there's this awesome looking island. Wait, hold on. This thing isn't even... All right, there you go. Now it is finally how it's supposed to look. But yeah, this is a pretty cool looking island. Pretty transformable if you ask me. Then there's a cherry biome over here, along with the mountains over here, and the like little mini sort of ocean right here. But yeah, my plan is for every 10 episodes to update the map. Before I do anything, I want to take one map at a time and put it in here and actually lock it. This will make it so that next time I want to update it, it won't accidentally update the map itself. But yeah, let's take all of these maps and lock them. And there we go, so all of the maps are now locked. We have been able to get so much stuff done this episode, but that doesn't change the fact that for the final couple minutes of this episode, I need to be taking all of the materials from upstairs and putting them into the storage room. So just as usual, everybody, I'm gonna fire up a little bit of a montage and get those things done. And alright guys, so after pretty much 2 hours of doing all of that sorting, I finally finished getting all of our materials into all of the barrels. Everything is sorted, like for example, this is all the dark oak and spruce and oak, and then let's say we'll come over here, this is where all like the underground stuff, maybe like extra overworld items. Then right here we have like all the wool, all the bamboo. Over here we have all of our glasses and lapis and then like coal, I guess, and so on and so forth. Bottom line is everything is now sorted. But now that we have that finished, I do think that is going to be the end of today's episode. You guys are probably thinking like, oh my gosh, how did he make a video in only 2 weeks? I don't know, man. I guess I just grinded a little harder. Nah, I'm just joking. Last episode was an extreme task to take on, and it genuinely took so much time, but now we are back to the normal episodes. That last one was like an hour and 5 minutes long, and this one is going to be a lot shorter. Also, I have just started working with an editor. He is awesome. His name is Gayato. I hope I'm saying that right, my friend. But Mr. Editor, man, pop up all of your socials and stuff on screen. Everybody make sure to go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, but not only that, go follow his Instagram. He truly is like an incredible person, and I'm so blessed to have met someone like him. But I mean, hey, take it all in, guys. We have been able to do so much this episode. We even got our first world map that I've ever done in. It's locked as well, so this is what the world looks like at episode 10. Listen, entire region. Also, we still do have these books and quills, so let me know if you guys want me to drop any lore or like maybe put a couple of benefits for if you donate on streams. But yeah, my friends, the next build will be overground, as doing an underground project has made me realize how nice it is to do stuff overground. So everybody, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you have not already and you've just been sitting here watching this whole video, I know you like me, so make sure to subscribe and like and share the video even. I love it when parents tell me that they let their children watch my videos. Like, that is so awesome to me. But with that being said, I do hope you all have a great day, and Jesus loves you. See y'all later. Bye bye. This last video took me like super long, so you should go and watch it and subscribe, and yeah, bye bye.